So at the Dew Tour, right before, like, this was the last chance to make it into the Olympics. And I think Zion won with like a 720 over the freaking thing. And,
Yep.
and it was insane. And I was like more prepared than I've ever been. I'm calling Stacy Peralta, like, hey, can I have some help? Like, and his words of advice, like, just trust your talent. It's like a concert musician. He's not thinking about the next chord. You've done it all in practice. Just trust your talent, right? Like, okay, like programming. And then I got another message that I'm not going to share in this story. And then, like, right before you run, because it's COVID time and all this stuff, so there's not jam format anymore, and you get 5 minutes before you run to warm up. Oh, that was like all one breath. Drop in, go for 50-50 instead of 5-0, and I kind of bail out in the deep end, and I sit on my foot and tore my meniscus.
First trick.
5 minutes before my run.
Oh, okay.
5 minutes before.
Wow.
And then they say, okay, like, let's get you to the medic tent. I'm like, okay, sick. Like, can you tape me up? Like, yeah, but you're going to be disqualified. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah, if we tape you up, you're going to be disqualified because, like...
Some advantage?
No, from the team. From the timing. Like, if you're not here for your run...
Oh, I see.
Then you're not in. So I had to compete without getting taped up, which is just weird. And then, like, I had the most, like, crazy experience ever, like Keanu Reeves all the way, like, I was like, trust your talent, drop in, went into the, I'm not going to get into it.
Please do.
I freaking full on went into the 5-0. No, it was like step into another realm and trust your talent. That was the mantra. And it was preparation and drop in for the trick. Drop in for the run. Step. That was the step into the other realm. And then I was in a freaking other realm, dude. Like, it was, I wasn't going up the ramps. The ramps were going down below me. There was no, like...
But you didn't feel your knee?
I didn't feel anything.
Yeah, you're in the zone.
You didn't. So the injury did not affect you.
No, not like, if anything, it helped me focus.
Yeah.
But like it was the weirdest thing. And then I took a wrong corner. I didn't 5-0s long, and my run ended up being better. Like I ended up fitting in more tricks because I didn't do what I planned, and I hit the rail the wrong way, and like all this stuff lined up. And then I had been practicing the varial heel lean that you invented for the end, and like that was like my trick. Like I didn't have any flip tricks, and that's what was holding me back from qualifying. And I needed a flip trick, and I can't grab Indy or stalefish, so I needed a right, like a front hand grab, and like heel flip wasn't working. So varial heel lean was like the one that made sense.
I mean, it all happens kind of in one motion, so I get it.
Yeah, it kind of falls into your hand. So I just had to figure that out, and then I landed the biggest one I've ever done in that run, and then I qualified for finals, and I had to do the same thing the next day.
And you did the same thing? Made it? Yeah.
But that moment really was like I'm not even joking. I'm gonna sound crazy, but I shouldn't undermine myself like that. But there was like void and like green, like Matrix vibes, not zeros and ones. But
yeah.
Like something like psychedelic,
I mean,
like
people
that.
say it's a flow state or it's you're.
But it was far beyond anything I've ever experienced flow state wise before or after.
So I was going to say, still to this day.
Yeah.
On both runs?
No, the first one was insane. The second one was like, you know, Mark Waters.
Sure.
So so Mark Waters had just passed away, and he was. I stayed at his house one night, and
You're good, dude.
You stayed at his house one night when you were in town here?
Yeah. I'm sorry, dude. Fucking Mark.
He was the best.
And he's trying to give me advice. He's Team America coach, you know? He shouldn't be giving me advice. I'm on Team Canada. And he was like, you do a lot of Madonnas. Dude, you should do Airwalk to Disaster, because it'll score the same. I'm like, you shouldn't be helping me out, man. So I do Airwalk to Disaster. I call it a watermark.
Sick.
I got one in my part, too.
Oh, I saw it.
So that was like, that helped me the second day.
You did that trick right after you did the heel flip varial lean.
Yeah, and the backsmith rock and roll that you did over the channel recently.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
His is proper though. Mine was like touched it. His
I
was
wanted
like,
I wanted to do it into a corner so you could hold it.
yeah, it was
Because you
pretty
can't
brilliant.
hold Smiths or board slides on a flat wall.
Right.
So I wanted to do it on it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, no, it was amazing.
thanks.
So did you do Airwalk Disaster in your run?
Yeah. And it
Wow.
hurt my knee more than anything else because you have to disaster. Your knee
Wow.
just jams up, you know?
That is a really cool story.
Dude.
Amazing. I saw you skate the Olympics
Yeah.
with your run and ended up doing 360s on the volcano at the end. I was
saw you
pretty
break.
hyped on it.
I saw you break every freaking rule at the Olympics. You barged the course. You filmed the course.
True. Yeah.
You broke every rule. If it was anybody else, you would have got arrested.
I was pushing it. I did get kicked out.
That was so. You did
I did get kicked out the street. Yeah.
of the street.
Because I was filming.
They're like, go back to the pool.
I was following, like I was following Nyjah and I was following Yuto, and then at some point they're like, "Tony Hawk, please get off the street chorus."
They knew your name.
Yeah, I think it was the quote was, "I don't believe I'm saying this, but Tony Hawk, please get off the street chorus."
He covered
It was
himself.
more because, not even because I was on it, but because I was filming and I didn't have the rights to broadcast stuff.
Okay. Man, Olympics have different rules, huh?
Dude,
Like
it's,
his timing thing, like not in
Yeah.
a normal contest, like you're not allowed to rap. We don't have time, like you'll be disqualified.
it's-
What?
It's TV. It's TV time.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah, but that wasn't even. I mean, that wasn't the Olympics. That was a qualifier.
right.
So it would seem like it's a little looser there.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the Olympics was so early in the morning. I remember Rune Glifberg like standing up from breakfast because we're all eating breakfast together, and he stands up and he's like, "Whoa, free drugs!" Like the head rush from like being up so early in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
And you're like, "Okay, we're getting ready for the biggest day of our lives. It's like 6 a.m. You know, like
Wow.
like I don't skate till after 4 p.m. usually.
Yeah.
You know,
How many
How did you
hours-
feel about that? The Olympic experience. I mean, the actual Tokyo.
it was unbelievable.
You loved it?
I loved it. It was the most. You just don't know how to feel in those times. I'm sorry if I cry today, dude. I have been. I have a thing where like I get a wall up so I can't cry, and then right after my video part, my mom was going onto the airplane and she passed out, and she get rushed to the hospital. And I cried after that, and now the floodgates are open. Now I'm like an easy cry for a little bit.
I cry all the time. I'm supposed to be a big tough guy. I cried on the internet, and my friends were like, "Hey man, maybe don't cry on the internet. It's not good for your business." And then I remember apologizing. I was like, "I'm sorry, I won't do that anymore." And then I got healthier mentally because I got past it all by crying and letting it out.
Yeah.
And then I made a video about if you cry, I cry. Sometimes I quit. Sometimes I want to give up on myself and I get real sad. And then eventually I get back up and I keep going. Don't pretend that you're some tough guy that never gets sad. Like, it ain't healthy. If you feel sad, dude, let it out. You're a smart dude, man. You're blowing my mind right now. You are a freak in the nicest way possible.
Thanks,
like,
Jason.
this is a beautiful thing.
Thanks,
You
man.
feel emotions because you've gone through some shit. Let it out, dude. Like, I'm supposed to be some big tough, like, oh, look, a scary guy with a wolf. I cry like a bitch all the time.
Wolf
I'm not
cry.
afraid to tell anybody. I don't care.
Yeah, and,
You cry.
two people that
It's
deserve
manly shit crying, dude.
two people that deserve that kind of emotion are Mark Waters and your mom. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
Is your mom okay?
Yeah, they found out it was COVID, so
Okay.
she had a couple nights in Venice, just staying a couple extra days.
That was at your premiere?
That was flying home from my premiere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you inviting me to your premiere. I wanted to go, but I told you.
Well, I wanted to, dude. The frickin'
I watched it that night.
really
Oh, yeah.
sick.
Yeah. It was wild. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I also want to say, you said yes to this interview before it came out.
Before your video came out?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So I just want to thank you for that.
Oh, of course.
The faith. I was like, hey, I'm doing a
Yeah.
podcast.
Well, hey, and you're one of the few that will actually come to the ramp to do it, too. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that.